Yeah, good morning, all the participants, for attending webinar on Agile and Scrum methodologies. Before start the session, I just given the resource person profile. He's completed education in MTech in IIT Kharagpur and he's completed BTech in SV University Tirupati, and he's completed so many certifications on Agile certifications, and is currently is working as a Agile coach in Agile coach in Venkatesh in DBS Hyderabad. Thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation, and thank you for organizing the session for our AP candidates. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Murli. Very good morning, all. Let me share my screen and I'll give a quick introduction. I thought I'll also give quick introduction so that it will be easy. Because next 2 hours we have to be so much of interactive with all the. Let me share my screen. Hope you are able to see my screen. Murli, can you confirm? Murli, can you hear me? Can you see
Uh,
the screen?
sir, visible, sir.
Okay, cool. Hi guys, morning all again. Myself, I'm Venkat. Call out name is Venkat, but actually name is Venkateshwar Reddy. I'm basically from Kadapa, Jammal Madugu. I've completed my schooling in Navodaya Vidyalaya Anantapur. We call JNV Lepakshi. So after that, my graduation is in mechanical engineering from Venkateshwara University, Tirupati. I graduated in 2000, 96-2000 batch. And after that, I have done my post-graduation from IIT Kharagpur in manufacturing engineering. And 2002 was, as you know, it was kind of IT slump. So I was more interested in information technology and software engineering. But unfortunately, we were not getting jobs that time. So I had to get into VAP. I was the only student which got into VAP as assistant manager after IIT. My career started with VAP as assistant manager, but I was not interested in the mechanical job. So I was always interested in software engineering. So finally, again, joined Infosys as a fresher after 8 months of my training in VAP. So in Infosys, it was a long stint. I was there for 11 years almost, with various roles. I worked there as design engineer, test lead, development lead, project manager, scrum master, other stuff there. Traveled to US, China, and Ireland as well. So after 11 years of Infosys, I wanted some change because I was more in that. In the last 1 to 2 years of Infosys career, I got into Agile with the client fidelity. I was more interested. I want to explore that in the Agile and the Scrum Master career path. That it was just starting time. I think 2012 or 2013, where Agile was getting into the phase. So later I joined ADP, and before that I was an entity for a year, and then ADP as a Scrum Master for 1 year, close to 1 year. And later I worked for Cisco for 2.5 years in Bangalore as a Scrum Master again. And because of the family movement, so I had to shift to Hyderabad. And within Hyderabad, right now, joined DBS, I think, close to 2 years. Joined as a Scrum Master. Now I'm Agile coach for DBS teams. So this is my quick introduction. So any questions, maybe you can just ping in the chat. So we'll take up one by one whenever we get the breaks. Okay. So again, thanks for Andhra Pradesh State Skill Development Corporation for giving an opportunity to be part of this initiative, where sharing the niche skills to the students of BTech or MTech, and then maybe the teaching side as well, because at least it gives you a basic background. It may not give full detailed stuff over there, because as and when you work on it, you will get more details. Otherwise, whatever we learn, it will be more of a high level thing. So I'll try to come to as basics as possible so that everybody can understand. But if you are still not able to understand, have any queries, please feel ping in the chat so that I'll try to clarify whatever questions we have. Okay. So with that, I'll just set some context for next 2 hours. So what is all we are trying to do over here? So I think you might have had in your okay, I mean, if you're working as a career or if you're in the student life, the teaching side of it, we might have done so many projects, and I'm sure everywhere you might have had a lot of planning, the basic skills you need, and even the teamwork. So in what kind of importance we do have for the planning, for the cross-functional skills and the teamwork, I'll just show in some examples over here. Everybody might know cricket or playing cricket or watching cricket. I'm sure like one of the best hobbies like watching cricket. Of course, not playing cricket, but watching cricket on the TV for continuously 5-6 hours, 7. Obviously, 1 days, 20 days. So if you see here on the left hand side, you do have 3 formats of cricket: Test, 1 days, and T20s. For example, in the Test match for India team, we've got a target of 500 runs in 5 days. How do we achieve? We have 11 people. How do we achieve? I think that's where the planning is most critical, because we do have 5 days and the target ahead in front of us is 500. So how do we plan there? I think whoever is the captain, vice captain, coach, they come together. They do single. They will not plan for every hour or every over, because that is a longer period. So they do plan on a daily basis, saying, okay, total we have 500. So how many we need to plan for day 1? I mean, based on the day 1 thing, they will review quickly and then they see, okay, the target for the plan for day 2 gets changed. So what you observe here is they did not do a consistent planning for days. They have a rough plan, but the plan gets revised on a daily basis. That is for the test match. If you come to 1 day, you have 50 overs and 3.5 hours. So that their planning is not on daily basis. Rather, it will be on hourly basis, or maybe every 10 hours. If I say precisely for 50 hours, how much we need to target for 10 hours? Maybe 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50. Or the last lag overs are important. I mean, that's how the planning gets changed. When it comes to T20, the overs itself is 20 overs. And if the target is 200, it will be for every over. In fact, like when you get the last 2-3 overs, it will be for every ball. So if you see the trend, based on the context, based on the targets, the planning gets changed. And each of these things, cross-functional skills is important. I mean, for example, the left, right, or left-hand batsman, right-hand batsman, the batting skills, the bowling skills, the keeping, all the skills you need to have in a team. Without that, it's very difficult to achieve your target. If you have only batsmen, you will not be able to achieve, because you also need a good bowling there. So that's on the example 1. I hope you got what I was trying to say on the example 1. The second one, if you see, it's a relay race. So in school, we used to play, I think 4 members will be there and you have to take a relay stick and you have to get that maybe 3 rounds in the school ground. So if I'm strong, if my other 3 partners are weak, I'll not be able to win the game. So what I have to do is, I mean, you need to plan such a way that whoever takes in the end has to run fast to beat others and to win the race. And also other 3 have to support you. Otherwise, if they get you the stick late, obviously you'll end up going late for the race. You'll miss that. So that effective planning for among 4 of you is critical over there. So these are the 2 examples which I mean, we will try to get more detailed in different way. So so another thing is, I think everybody is familiar about a Gmail, because without web, without mail, I think nothing works out. So for the next 1.5 hours, 1 to 2 hours, what we do is our project is on AP mail. Instead of G, I just replace as AP. Okay. So what I want to try here is you open your mobile or laptop, whatever you logged in, click on this menti.com, use the code 194880. Let me show you how you do it. www.menti.com. Yeah. What is the code I say? 194880. 194880. You will see a question. Describe 3 features that you use most in your Gmail. So what I'm trying to see is, next 1.5 hours we'll try to work on this AP mail project. We will try to gather which are the features which are very important for the users, and then we do plan, execute it, and then show the result. We will see the difference of like how many days or how many months it took in waterfall versus Agile. So Agile is a project methodology. We will get into more details. So may I request everybody to go here, put 3 words. What do you feel most useful feature in your Gmail? Let me refresh so that I'll get your data over here. And again, as I repeat, this will not be a one-sided session. So there are multiple interaction phases where participants has to, okay, good, I see that. So you have to respond, because anyway you will not be able to talk. I think you all guys are muted. So you need to use the chat or these kind of things so that like I'll be able to know whether you are hearing or not. Okay, see, cool. 4 people responded. 5. Highlighting is important. Able to attach. Okay, attachments. Forwarding, good. Compose, inbox, reply. Okay. Segregation of email. Okay, organizing the emails. Easy to use. I think I see most of people have voted for inbox and compose, I guess. Okay. So what I was trying to do here is, see, assuming that you are all users and I'm starting a new project, new program. So now I think in the industry, people have started using the word called program, not the project. Yeah, inbox, compose, attachments. I think so. What here we are trying to do is we are trying to collect from the users which are the critical features which you get value add from the users. Because if just assume the requirements and then come up with the project, and if you are not able to use it, the users are not able to use, at the end of the day there's no value add for that. I might have spent nights and weekends to get the project, but it will not be useful, right, for the customers. So what I see is inbox, compose, attachments are the critical features which users are looking. So I'll focus on this. Out of 30 requirements which you guys have given, 3 are important. 3 will be used by 80% of the people. Okay, so there is one saying in the Agile, 80-20. What it says is 20% of the features will give 80% of the value add, and 80% of the people will use only 20% of the features most of the times. Same with WhatsApp. How many features we use? WhatsApp is given like maybe 50 to 20 to 30 features, but we hardly use 4 to 5 features mostly, 80% of the times. We do chat, we do call, video call. That's it. And it also has a feature of money payment or many other things, groups, but we hardly use. We use one-on-one chat. Okay, good participation, guys. I see 26 people have participated in this. So this is the requirement gathering from customers, from end users, and prioritizing which are the ones which they need at most priority early so that I can deliver early. Okay, so let's move on to that sense. So what we have done is, okay, we have gathered the requirements. So similarly, like how I gathered the requirements for our AP mail project, we have already gathered the requirements from my end users. So what they wanted is, these are the features. I mean, like you've highlighted, right? They also want saying, okay, composing email, reading email. So until I compose, I will not be able to read. And deleting email and searching an email. So this is the order which they wanted. I mean, contact book, maybe I'll use little less and send little low priority. Yeah, video call. First, maybe the email, maybe then later video call, and then chat facility. So these are the features which the AP mail customers are given me as a priority. So far, you are with me? Okay, so next what we do is, we have a team, development team. We will go through all the features with them, and they are the experts in the development team because they are cross-functional like how cricket team. So they know all these features, how to deliver, I mean, how to design, how to develop and deliver. So approximately they will be able to give the number of weeks for each of these phases for each of features. Okay, so this is the output which I've got. Let me quickly read one or two for you. So for developing a compose email feature, okay, by the way, these are the phases, and these are common for both waterfall and agile. As how we have gathered the